Hey guys, well as you know we've been talking about our Summer Lovin' series, and that's going to be friendships and dating and relationships. Well today I'm not going to be in much of the video. I want you to hear from some of my friends. Their name is Alex and Zach. And what I want you to notice about their story is they didn't necessarily rush into it, they just let it happen. They let love come in when it was the season for it. So help me welcome my friends Alex and Zach.
I live in a gated neighborhood.
I'm security guard at a gated neighborhood.
And every time I would come home from work, I would stop and talk to the security guard. His name was Zach. I ended up finding out he went to a school close to mine and he graduated a little bit before me.
She would drive up after work. She worked on a movie and I would work overnight, so I'd have a 16-hour shift, so I'd be there for a good 10 hours by the time she'd show up. So it was a fantastic relief when she would show up and talk to me for a good 3 to 4 hours and get me through the rest of the night.
But it would end up that I would sit and talk for 3 hours sometimes, just talking to him, getting to know him. He's a little bit older than me, but we had a lot of stuff in common. We both went to church, different churches. We were both really involved in everything.
We'd talk about anything from movies to music to just life in church. We figured out we had a lot of the same interests.
And we started joking. It was around Halloween, and I was like, "Oh, have you ever been trick-or-treating in my neighborhood?" He's like, "No, I've never been." And so I was like, "Oh, we should definitely go."
She mentioned that trick-or-treating was a lucrative business in her neighborhood, and I'd never experienced it, even though I'd been there for a good 2 years. So she invited me in.
And I was totally joking. Like, I had no intention of going trick-or-treating.
Didn't know I was serious, but I absolutely was, because I love candies.
And then it was like a week before Halloween, and he was like, "So, when do you want me to come to your house?" I was like, "Why?" He's like, "For trick-or-treating?" And I was like, "Oh, that's real. So, I don't, 7? Sure." I didn't even know if he was going to show up. I thought it was a joke. So, Halloween rolls around.
So I showed up with a ostrich driver costume.
One of those big blow-up ones.
And knocked on her door, and she was wearing a boring brown Ghostbusters costume. It just paled in comparison to mine. But I had to meet her family that way, which was an experience.
We went trick-or-treating. He was 21 and I was 19. A little old. We had a lot of candy.
Pillow cases full of candy.
But we ended up going on our first date the next week to a Johnny Depp movie, my favorite. He knew the way right to my heart. And then we've been dating ever since.
And we've been dating for 6 months now, and I couldn't be happier.
But it sort of just happened. We never really planned anything. He was just my guard. Now he's my boyfriend. No, we need to actually have something. Don't forget it. Here. There it is.
I love it.
We got a boom in the shot. Boom in the shot. Okay, so
Don't rush.
don't rush things. We are testament of that.
You
And
can take your time, kid.
I made him grow that beard.
But you did. It itches.
I don't care. I like beards.
She made me grow my hair.
Yeah,
It's hot. It's like 100 degrees today.
I don't care.
I made her dye her hair blue.
Not true.
I didn't do that.
That's not true. That's not a true statement.